Welcome to Restaurant Influencers presented by Entrepreneur. I am your host, Sean Walchef. This is a Cali BBQ and Cali BBQ media production. Today we have a very special episode. We went live to a San Diego event. It's called Aspire Tour. Some of the greatest speakers on earth were speaking at this event. They included David Meltzer, Jesse Itzler, Dan Fleischman, Gary Vaynerchuk, Jake Havron, Emily Ford. And for us, what was so important, we speak on this show about the power of connectivity, the power of storytelling online, but that storytelling online also needs to happen in real life. And when it does happen in real life, how can we go there, capture the content, and share it with you, our audience that's listening, our audience that's watching, so that you can make an impact on your business, so you can actually start to do some of the things that these speakers are talking about from the stage. So at the beginning of this episode, we're going to talk to the founders of Aspire Tours, Andrew Cordle and Eddie Wilson. They're also joined by Dan Fleischman, who is a partner in this venture. We also go and speak to Jesse Itzler, which was a aha moment for me. I heard Jesse Itzler at the Entre Leadership Conference in San Diego 4 years ago. He was one of the most dynamic speakers that I've ever seen in my life. I made it a point to make sure that no matter what happened, I was going to at least ask him some questions when he came off stage, and grateful that I got the opportunity to do that. Also got to speak with Emily Ford. She rocked the stage. Jake Havron, who is her now, he was a fiance when we recorded this. Now they are married, power couple, talking about the power of influence. And more importantly, it's just a little bit of a different episode that we highly encourage you go check out the video, because our video team, Rising Tides Creative, did a great job of bringing you boots on the ground to experience this episode. Enjoy. Where do you find the best storytellers in business on earth? Well, they're here in San Diego. These are the masterminds behind Aspire Tours. You guys, you're bringing the heavyweights all to San Diego. We put on this show to help entrepreneurs, business owners, people in the hospitality space find the best storytellers. You guys are literally doing it in real life, and we're grateful that we pulled you out of running this event. So please introduce yourselves real quick and tell us the big mission.
I'm Dan Fleischman. This is Andrew Cordle. This is Eddie Wilson. These are the co-founders of Aspire Sport. I just invested this summer, and we're excited to scale it. We've got guys like Gary V, Jesse Itzler, right this second.
Right now. I literally pulled them away from Jesse Itzler, and he's one of my favorite people on earth. The guy is straight fire.
Yeah, he's got a DJ up there right this second. So it's more like a rock concert mixed with an entrepreneur conference. We're the largest business tour there is now. And so it's really exciting to see 2,000 people, 5,000 people, 3,000 people every single month across the country.
What was the inspiration behind it? There's a lot of events out there, and a lot of them aren't good.
Yeah,
you guys have blown that out of the water.
I think for us, it's all about the customer experience. Like everything is about what does the customer feel, what does the customer see, what's the excitement in the room, what's the energy in the room, and for us, the more that we can invest in the customer, the more that we can give back to the person coming here. That we are all entrepreneurs. We individually own companies and collectively own companies, and we understand that process. And you know, a lot of times as entrepreneurs, there's almost like you're almost like lonely. Like it's just you sometimes by yourself. And you see on TV like all these red carpet events for like say Hollywood and so forth. And I think we had the idea like let's make a red carpet event. Well, you'll see ours is purple carpet though everywhere for Aspire, but this purple carpet, red carpet event for entrepreneurs to feel special, feel different, feel valued, feel loved, feel worth what you're doing in life, and you are making a difference. And we want to give that feeling back to you as well as an entrepreneur.
When you look at where you started to where you are to where you're going, it's getting bigger.
Oh yeah.
What's the vision? Sure. What's happening in 2024? What's happening beyond? How do people learn more about all this?
Yeah, for sure. So you can go to aspiretour.com, and we are going from just 9 events this year to 14 events next year.
14.
And we're also adding another element called the Aspire Arena. So we're going bigger and better. So we've been doing 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 people. We're jumping up to 5, 7, 9, 10,000 people next year. And so all across the nation, in big cities coming everywhere.
Here's a cool point. Like, so the arena was Dan's idea.
I've been watching.
That's how we partnered up.
I've been watching him virtually.
And,
he's a hell of a storyteller.
I will go ahead and put it out there because we've already talked about it. But like, we are working right now on doing a huge event at the end of next year, end of 2024, at Madison Square Garden.
MSG,
MSG,
let's
baby.
go.
Somebody's
big event. So someone's got to do it. So we're like, oh, we'll do it.
not?
We said we're the biggest.
Is Gary in? Has he committed yet?
Oh, we have like what 10,
We're
12
for sure.
speakers.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a bunch coming.
So that's my question. Is there's so many prolific business speakers
Yeah.
that are engaging in real life, but also virtually. They do a great job on social. How do you vet? I mean, you guys are you're to the point where people want to speak to you.
Oh yeah, we get bombarded with speaker requests. Please don't ask us to speak.
Well, you can just be in him.
Yeah.
My Instagram is at Andrew Cordle.
Slide in.
We're picking by reality. There's a lot of people that talk just to talk.
Yeah.
And so we like entrepreneurs like a Gary Vee, Jesse Itzler. These guys have had zillion-dollar exits, built huge companies. And so we try to find people that are real true storytellers or real big business guys or business women, like Sarah Blakely speaking for us in Atlanta.
Barbara Corcoran.
Yeah. We're getting people that have had billion-dollar exits to speak at these events. And so, and consistently. We're doing this every single month all over the country. But the way we're vetting is really like, we speak at so many events ourselves over the years that we know who's the real deal, who can compel the crowd, who can teach them, who can bring them value, who can get them excited. There's different reasons for each different type of speaker.
What is cool for me is how well you guys do digitally. So not only are you giving people access that are here, but you're capturing this content. So it's like these speakers, they have their own video teams, they have their own crews, their own social teams, but you're doing a phenomenal job on the AV side so that maybe I missed it in San Diego, but it's coming to Houston, it's coming to New York, wherever you're going, you're gonna put it everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who's running digital.
There's a bunch of people.
It's the whole team.
It's
Mainly a guy
insane.
named Charlie. Charlie's the main guy who
It
runs
was like,
it.
there's no way that I'm missing this event. There's no way this is happening in San Diego that I'm not here.
I mean, you're getting bombarded by ads, that's for sure.
That's for sure, 100%.
Spending
But
$600,000 a month.
but it's how much? Hold on.
Right now for Atlanta, which is our Aspire tour every month starting in Atlanta, the budget right now is $650,000 just on digital spend.
That's
For that one
amazing.
event, not for the year.
For that territory.
For that one
That's
territory.
amazing.
We'll saturate.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's amazing. But that's
Just for
because you
one
believe
event.
in it.
We believe it.
Yeah, of course.
And we know the value we bring to the entrepreneur.
Yeah. And we're going to have 5,000 people in Atlanta. We got Kevin Hart, Rick Ross,
Kevin Hart.
T-Pain,
Kevin Hart.
Alex Rodriguez, Marcus Lemonis. You have so many
Kevin
amazing
O'Leary,
speakers.
Sarah Blakely, Jesse Itzler.
Jesse Itzler, like all in a 2-day
2
event.
Chains.
And what's the charity component? I know
That's
how
the
much
The
it
charity
is.
component is always impact others, and it's a group that we started to feed children and educate children around the world.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I know you guys are super busy. I know you're speaking.
In like
I
10
pulled you.
minutes.
I literally,
Yeah.
like we've organized
What should I
barbecue
say?
events. What should I say? You promote the next event.
Yeah.
Definitely. But we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're going to give you guys the full behind the scenes access. A lot of content from some of these fire speakers. We appreciate you guys, and make sure to go and visit them, follow them, and go to the event wherever.
AspireTour.com.
AspireTour.com.
So for those of you that don't know who Jesse Itzler is, we highly, highly suggest that you give him a follow on social. You find his books, you find his content. He is a truth teller. Not only is he a truth teller, he's built huge brands, built huge businesses. What comes out of his mouth, he puts into real action. And I had an opportunity to go behind the stage. It was very difficult to do, hard to do when a speaker that has that much attention, so many people wanted to talk to him, but grateful to Aspire Tours for allowing us the opportunity to ask Jesse a couple very important questions. Here they are. Aspire Tour San Diego. I saw Jesse 4 years ago in San Diego. He came, I saw him on all the digital marketing materials before. And I said, there's no way I'm going to miss him in person. You were 500 times better. You put everything on the line. You made me cry. You said in the speech, never miss a chance to make a magical moment. I made a magical moment. I created a media company just so I could do crazy shit like this, to come and meet you and do stuff like this with Aspire Tours.
Nice.
What is your advice to the entrepreneurs that are going to see this about making magical moments?
Well, I think that a lot of times when you're young, you're working so hard that you don't even pick your head up to be 20 or 25 or 30, and you don't want to give up your 20s just growing your business. That's my opinion. I think it's important to take a step a couple times a year and prioritize yourself. And the more you experience, the more you have to offer. So if you're sitting at a cubicle or head down, you don't have that much to offer. You might have a lot of money, but so I think it's really important to build your life resume while you're building your traditional resume.
At the end of your speech, you talked about don't give up what you have, chasing what you want.
Yeah.
I was fortunate. I never met my father. My grandfather raised me. I spent so many magical moments with him at the end of his life. What you did to that room, you made me cry, you made Brandon cry.
Sorry, Brandon.
There's entrepreneurs out there that it's always too late.
Right.
What's your message to them?
Well, I think it goes back to what I was talking about, your relationship with time and just understanding that, like, you have to act with urgency. And if you don't, you might not get a chance to do other stuff. So that's really important to me. And back to what you said about, like, what I'm most proud about in my journey, one of the things I'm most proud about, I'm 55, and my journey as an entrepreneur is, you talk about giving up what you have, chasing what you wanted, is what I was talking about, is that I've been able to maintain my health.
Yeah.
And a lot, like, don't forget that everybody has one job, and that's to stay healthy, because without your health, it doesn't matter. And I've been able to, to experience a lot of things and stay healthy while also building multiple businesses, and I never compromised that. So I'm really proud about that. I never even thought about it till I turned 50, and I started asking my friends, do you want to do this? Like, oh, we can't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? You're giving up a whole decade. You're giving up I think about what I've done in my 50s. I've done so much in my 50s. Like, I don't want to lose a whole decade, so just something to think about.
When somebody sees speakers that move them, compel them, why should they go?
Go where?
Go to the event, as opposed to just sitting on the couch reading.
I just don't think you don't get the emotion through watching stuff that you do when it's live, and the energy, the crowd, the networking, the reaction, the emotion, the heat, the whole thing. Like, there's nothing like that. And by the way, when you're at home, it's easy to get distracted.
Yeah.
And you're not locked in. When you're sitting here, you're locked in. What I love about the Aspire Tour, it transforms you into, for a full day or 2 days, a business mindset. Like, you're not thinking about, is it raining? Is it this? Instagram. I'm locked into him or her and their journey and what they can get from me, what they can give to me. And you just don't get that at a couch. I'll be back. I'll come in. It's too much distractions.
I appreciate you. Your hospitality, your energy.
Your feet are, man.
This is it, Jesse Itzler. Don't miss him in
By the way,
person.
man, he started a media company on top of a barbecue place.
That's how we roll. Every restaurant needs to have their own media studio, content studio. Boom. Thank you.
I want to introduce you to David Meltzer. He is my mentor. I've been working with him since December of 2019. We have made so much content together for Digital Hospitality, which is our other show. Please go check out that episode. We've done episodes at Sports One Marketing, where he is the CEO and co-founder. We have done episodes at SoFi Stadium at one of his recording studios. He talks about the stage theory, and the stage theory is Shakespeare's theory, which he will go into this upcoming clip. He believes in the power of consistency, the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential, of sharing your voice, sharing your story, and more importantly, tuning into your frequency. Enjoy this clip.
David Meltzer, stage theory. Go.
Stage theory, if you understand it, started with Shakespeare.
Yes.
Shakespeare said the whole world's your stage, but the irony of it wasn't true till now. So if you understand the size, scope, and scale of an audience, if you realize how many people that resonate with you exist and that you can access those people that resonate with you, then what you're going to do is capture every time that your essence is apparent. And your essence is really a combination of your personal skills, your knowledge of who and what, and your desires. They're individual. It's a fingerprint for you. And so when we recognize who we are, instead of wanting to be what people think we are, and when you recognize who you are and then capture who you are, then it's just a matter of modifying it, amplifying it, and perpetuating it, and you will be able to utilize the entire world as your stage, no matter where you are. A billboard, step and repeat, a stage, a meetup, a meal. It doesn't matter. Everything is my stage, and whenever I can capture my essence of either answering or helping someone, I utilize the stage theory, and then it aggregates, compounds exponentially, and builds a community.
When you think about everyone has a stage in their pocket, when we bring it to social media, to people that are going to really resonate and to see this frequency, What does it mean to actually use these free tools that we have in our pocket?
Yeah, it's not even just free tools, it's the free platforms.
Correct.
You don't have to have ad spend at all.
No.
When else could you reach millions of people for free?
Never.
And have an opportunity to capture your essence and share it with others? It's just a matter of time. 10% of the people will automatically resonate with you. You might as well reach as many of those people as you can.
TikTok. Speak TikTok.
I was told not to do TikTok.
You were told not to do
By my
TikTok.
head of media. Gary kept begging me to do TikTok. I got on TikTok. It's the most and easiest way to find people that resonate with you, with a silo of people, community of people that want to help you, and know people to help you. It literally is building a lifetime community of people that buy from me and sell for me.
Jake Havron and Emily Ford are a power couple when it comes to influence, when it comes to speaking, when it comes to content, and more importantly, when it comes to talking about relationships. I was so grateful that I had the opportunity to talk to both of them before they got married. Now they are married and they are out in the world teaching entrepreneurs, teaching business leaders how to have a healthy masculine and feminine relationship with your spouse, with your significant other. It's a powerful message, and we're grateful that we get to share it in these couple clips.
Emily Ford, she just came off the stage, keynote, Aspire San Diego. This is for an entrepreneur. For me, it's super cool. We turned our barbecue business into a media business, and because of the magic of David Meltzer, I met you and your fiance, Jake, and I talked to Jake. I saw that you were speaking, keynoting. Connections are important in life. You just spoke to thousands of people. You rocked the stage. What was the message that you let people know?
Well, first of all, I'm so grateful that we connected. And I knew right away when we connected, I'm like, we need to know you, we need to be friends. Your spirit shines through, and your it factor is really your big heart,
Thank you.
Truly. And so what we talked about on stage was unleashing your it factor and really understanding or even identifying your gifts, your spiritual gifting. And then we went into past trauma. We all have drama in our life, whether it happened when we were young or older. And we went through a little bit of healing. And why we did that is because a lot of times people are being held back because they're literally in bondage, and they don't even realize it.
For me, it was powerful the way that you include the audience. It's hard to do it with one person, but you did it with hundreds. I'm not sure if there's 1,000 people in here, but it was packed. It was packed. You moved the stage. What kind of advice would you have to somebody that knows they have that gift of telling their story? What kind of advice if they're watching this video right now?
Well, you have a gift and you have a story. And what I would do is take time writing it out and really looking at it from your lens. It's your story, but what's in it that you could give to somebody else? So what I do is tell my story to give other people permission to open up. So if you could see what I did in there, I was vulnerable first, and then they were vulnerable. And I try to really get people to go there because I think there's enough of the fluffy nonsense stuff out there, and what we don't identify will never heal.
Well, I appreciate the message that you say for women, but also for men. The relationship that you have with your fiance, Jake, you bring it to the stage, makes me think of my wife, who I love, and my kids, and I'm missing dinner, so I'm hurrying to get back home for dinner, but I'm grateful that you're out there putting that message into the world, especially into the business entrepreneur community.
Yeah, and it's so important to me because I didn't have a good, healthy, masculine man in my life growing up, and now I have that gift, and we really need to talk about great relationships and what that can do, because you can gain the whole world, but you'll lose your soul, truly. And at the end of the day, what is it if you don't have great relationships? You get to go to dinner with your family, and that's what it's all about. And I've been caught up in the worldly ways, and I want to remind people what's really important at the end of the day.
Well, how can people follow you?
It's Emily. Come at me, Instagram, or even the It Factor show on the podcast.
Dominating.
Yeah.
Dominating. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Aspire San Diego. I'm here with Jake Havron. If you're not following Jake Havron on social, what's the handle?
At Jake Havron, simple.
So I met Jake, I don't know, maybe less than a year ago.
Yeah.
less than a year ago at a David Meltzer event, and immediately we connected. I knew that you were building something. You had an essence about you, about entrepreneurship, about business, but about influence. Yeah. This show is about influence. It's called Restaurant Influencers. We talk to the hospitality community. Talk about influence.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first off, it's not hard to build a relationship with a guy like this, right? Leading by the heart. And, I believe influence is your most powerful skill, right? Because influence is not what just moves you faster through the world. It's also the people that you bring along and change the world. And we look at every single person through the most iconic to even the mom and pop, like they had influence and that's why they made a difference. The problem though is there's a very fine line between influence and manipulation. Very fine line. And most times people cross it and they don't know it, but how do you find out is by asking what's the ultimate outcome? Are we doing this for our own gain? Then maybe it's manipulation. We're just doing it to try to feel good. We're manipulating people. But if we're doing this to truly serve the audience, the person, you listening right now, then hopefully we can influence you. And that's the difference, is who's the ultimate outcome for. And I believe that we're in a time now where manipulative people are getting exposed, but the influential people are the ones that are rising. And it's a huge calling to have.
So we're fortunate as men, as leaders, to have strong women in our lives. Yeah. For the person that's watching this, what do you do to support Emily in her growth?
Man. Oh, let me pull out the whole grocery list.
I watched from behind the scenes. It was amazing.
Thank you. Well, before I met her, if I didn't learn about one specific thing, I probably wouldn't have sustained her when I did meet her, and that's understanding the difference between masculine and feminine. We all know the difference, right? Very to a simple set, but understanding what's the difference between mature masculine versus immature. And more importantly, mature feminine and immature feminine. And I realized when I met Emily that she was such a feminine being, but she was also very masculine because she was a go-getter, she was independent, she was individual. And she was testing me when we were in this relationship of, I was this mature masculine, but her mature masculine started to flare up, or immature, and it was testing me and making me almost want to back down. And if I would have backed down because I've been like, you know what, she doesn't want to be in this relationship. She tried breaking up with me a couple times, and we loved each other, but it was because it was trying to test and see if can I take care of that feminine essence of who she is. And if I didn't understand that, I would have been like, you know what, I don't think this would be a good fit. There's something wrong with her, which is never the thing, right? It's always what yourself. But understanding what is the difference between mature versus immature feminine and also masculine changed the game, because it allowed for me, this is the thing that I just hope, if there's nothing else you take away, is this. As a man, you're meant to be, as a masculine energy, you're meant to be an unshakable pillar. And the feminine likes to test it because it wants to be able to lay on it. The moment you fall over and you get angry at her, or you get frustrated, or you start to use aggressiveness, you fall over, and then now she pulls off, and now she's going to be more masculine. And for her, I had to show her that she could trust me in that sense. And it's not easy, but it was worth it.
I appreciate that you both speak about it. You're both very public about it, both on social, both on stages. It's something that we need more of. We need more examples of, and I hope that the people that listen to this, it inspires them to do that. What was your takeaway from today's event?
Oh man, seeing my beautiful soon-to-be wife, well, maybe by the time you're watching this, we will be married, seeing her transform lives. And, one of the first things that she tells me and asks me, she asks, what'd you think? But she's like, do you think someone's life got transformed? Almost every time she asks me that. And that's all her focus is. She's just here to help serve. So it's a reminder on why we're here. It's about stewardship, and it's about helping people.
What's the best way for people to keep in touch with you?
At Jake Havron on Instagram, or website, anywhere. Just search Jake Havron, Havron. Love to connect with you. And if you found me through this, send me a message. I'd love to connect and hear about your story and what you're doing.
Appreciate you, Jake.
Aspire San Diego, that's a wrap. That was Gary V, that was Jesse Itzler, Emily Ford, Tim Story. I couldn't believe how many speakers they packed the stage. I'm here with Craig Nandu. This is one of the most significant business owners in San Diego. He's an entrepreneur. I didn't even know he was going to be at the event. Craig, what were your takeaways?
Man, these guys and ladies who have created businesses, sold businesses, you know, one of the big takeaways that I found was don't give up one thing for another. We were just talking about it.
Jesse
and,
Itzler.
you know, if you're going to pursue money and you're going to pursue business, don't do it at the expense of your family, your health, your happiness. You know, there's ways to do it without, and there's only so much of one that you need. Don't give up your life.
I think, you know, for me, the takeaway is in-person events matter. We make this content so that we can reach as many people as possible on podcasts, on YouTube, wherever you find us. But if there's something happening in your local neighborhood, here in San Diego, this was happening, I was like, I have to be here. So
yeah.
We made it happen.
I didn't even think that I'd see you here, but as soon as I saw you, I knew
that
you would be here.
It all made sense.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you guys. Please subscribe. Please share the episode with a friend. And definitely, if Aspire is in your town, check them out because they're doing some incredible stuff.
This guy is the best. Sean Walchef, Cali Barbecue Media.
Want to give a special shout out again to Toast. Thank you for believing in the power of storytelling. Thank you for empowering restaurateurs with technology that will improve their business. Please share this show. It's the only way that we grow. Share the show with another restaurant owner, with another content creator, with someone in the hospitality space that wants to level up. We love people that are playing the game within the game. The best way to connect with me is at Sean P. Walchef, ShawnPWalchef. That's on Instagram. It's the quickest way to get me, or you can find me on LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, all the platforms. We tell stories everywhere. We're weirdly available, and we care about you. We care about your story. One day, we'd love to feature you on digital hospitality, restaurant influencers, family style, or any of the content that we do. Please connect with us and share and subscribe. Thanks.